so I can go ahead and level up with her. I'm going to wait to do that.
Don't you think?
And all. So that's a Firekeeper, and in this game she kind of takes the role of the Emerald Herald from Dark Souls 2. And all. Then if you go ahead and come up here, you can find this guy right here.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
Yep. So this guy, he's pretty much what you're striving to be.
Farewell, Ash.
And all, he was an unkindled who went ahead, helped link the fire a time before, so, yeah. Then we go over here, we got the merchant.
O thou unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludleth of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corpse. This sad cadaver, no need to be coy. Have a closer look.
Alright, so she's pretty much just a merchant, and I think she's like...
Now,
I can't remember if she's the
do
old
not
lady
be away overlong.
hut in Dark Souls 2 where you go through character creation. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the white sign soapstone just cause. And let's buy 5 of the fire bombs.
A pleasure to make thine. I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine.
Yep.
Weapons,
Alright,
armor,
yes,
trinkets,
Here's
and
the
spells.
smith.
I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler.
And I'm pretty much just gonna skip through it
And
because he
yes,
doesn't have much
I'm
to say.
undead too,
He's the smith
but
and
not
blah,
so
blah, blah.
charitable as
He's
to
who you
give
go
my goods
to allot
away.
your Estus flask. So let's say, you know,
Ashen
I'm playing
one
as
fetch
a warrior
souls,
and a high,
bring
you know,
them
just
to
melee
me.
attack, and I'm not going to be using
As is thy want.
focus points
No.
much, so I don't really need Ashen Estus flasks. I only need normal ones that heal. So I can go ahead and do that. Yep. And he tells you to be careful. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So, there now got 4 Estus flasks instead of just 3. Although I have 3 right now because I haven't rested the bonfire yet. So that's everybody in this area. Then you go ahead, take the coiled sword, and
Ashen one, be sure to bring more souls.
and thus you light the bonfire. So I can go ahead and
Well,
rest here.
I am not
Now, this
as
game,
humble
it's like
glorious
Demon
toilsome
Souls and
like me.
Bloodborne and
I am
that.
a smith.
You got kind of this hub space where, unlike in Dark Souls 2 and normal Dark Souls, where you did kind of have this hub space like this, and you just go off in different directions. Like I'd go off through here, and this would lead me to one area of the story, or over there that'd lead me to another, and that'd lead me to another, and that'd lead me to another, and there's just different ways to go. And this, it's a hub world where you go to here,
Pretty be careful.
and you actually have to
I don't-
travel out of this area to High Wall of Lothric to continue. Some people might like this because it kind of guides you on where you need to go a bit more. Me, personally, I preferred having to figure out my own way from this main hub area. But it's to each their own, so let's go ahead and go to the High Wall of Lothric. So, yeah. Also, if anyone who's noticing how I'm not running at a perfect 60 frames, well, my computer's good, but it's not quite that good. Especially with this game, it's got a lot of optimization that it still needs to go through. And then when I'm recording, shit happens, so. Too bad, so sad. You're not going to get all those frames you wanted. So go ahead and spawn in here, and it's looking at this chest. You can see there's like a coiled sword. It's kind of like the main area we just came from. You know, that's the sword, and that little bowl is the pit we just dove into to light up the bonfire, but yep. Just starts us out over here. Oh, I forgot to level up. I'm gonna have to travel back. I was so busy getting ready to move forward. But you can go ahead, open it up. High water Lulfric. It's a nice looking area. And this one you actually start out in the castle and you have to venture out of it. Which is kind of a different thing than what they usually do with Souls games. Usually you have to travel into the castle, not out of it. So this guy here... Interesting. Oh no, he is here. I didn't run into this guy at first until later on in the game. Just never knew he was over there. So he is, he just doesn't care about you when you're over here. So let's go ahead, light the bonfire, rest at it. And let's travel back to Firelink Shrine, because I forgot to do all my leveling up. So, right now, since I did kind of a different thing than what I usually do, and I'm going to start off pumping both Dexterity and Vitality / Endurance until I reach 14 Dexterity. Because, yeah, you need that. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with Vitality, get some Dexterity in, and some Endurance. Back to Dexterity, back to Vitality, and then back to this, and let's get another point of Endurance, get up to 100 Endurance. And she's constantly talking while you're doing this. I'm not a fan of it, but yeah. So I'm up to 16 Vigor, which... What? And this is one thing that's annoying, is that for some reason, every once in a while, it'll do that. Frame rate unsuitable for online play. It's like, come on. Yeah, I'll have to restart at some point and get better frames. I hope it auto-saved for me.
Welcome home, I shall speak thine.
If not, that'd be annoying.
Very well.
It's just like, oh, frame rate not
Then
suitable
touch the
for
dark
online
egg,
play.
nourish.
Let these souls withdraw.
Just make it so people can't invade me.
Manifestations of disparity.
And I can't...
Elucidated by fire, burrow deep
Alright,
within you.
gosh.
Retreating
So,
to
I'm
the
2 into that,
darkness
2 into
beyond
that.
the reach of flame.
Why not? And
Let them assume
3
a
into
new
that.
master,
Yep.
inhabiting ash,
So, 594 health,
casting themselves
100 stamina,
upon the
and
forms.
12 dexterity, which puts me up to
Farewell,
an
Ashen
extra 1
One.
weapon damage, so. Alright. So, there. Get a little bit of stamina. Mainly get the dexterity, and the reason why I'm trying to pump up to 14 dexterity is because the first bow you get takes 14 dexterity to use, and I like to have a bow. It's a handy tool to have. You can use it to fight certain enemies at a distance, but you can also use a bow to lure enemies, which makes it a bit easier to, you know, get through certain areas where there's a lot of enemies. So over
Welcome
here, you
home,
don't have to
I shall
attack
speak
these
thine.
guys. They're just
Very well.
praying.
Then touch
It's
the
these
dark
guys
egg,
who know
nourishment
us
from
are
these
vulnerable
sovereignless.
that you gotta take care of.
Let these souls
So now there are 2
withdraw
around
from
here.
vessels. Manifestations
This guy here,
of
he'll
disparity,
shriek, and
elucidated
that
by
lures
fire,
over a bunch of people, but also makes it to where
within
some of
you.
these guys are just, you know,
Retreating
in
to
awe
the
of the
darkness
tree
beyond
lords,
the reach
who
of
are
flame.
tree people.
Let them assume a new
It just kind of makes it to where
Farewell.
some of them attack. Like this guy, he would attack if I had let that guy scream, which is annoying. I know. And I think they're going for kind of a creepier vibe in this game because they've got people turning into trees, which is what these guys seem to be trying to do. They're just reaching up for sunlight and they all of a sudden turn into trees somehow. Yeah, it's just weird. But I'll go ahead and, you know, put them out of their misery. Take their souls. Because your soul is mine. I think that guy might have been one. Yeah, he was one of the ones who would get up and fight you if you let that guy over there scream. So, you know, just pro tip, don't let him scream. So now I can come over here and instead of attacking these two guys, I'm going to rush on over here. Ah, man. My actual first death in the game was right here, because I went and attacked this screaming guy first, and that was kind of a mistake, because those other three guys, they got up, and they started attacking me. What ended up happening is I wasn't watching where I was going, and I backed into this corner here, and that was GG's. GG's me. No re. Yeah. So... ah, man. The frames, I need them. My frames are a lot better when not recording. I wasn't having this much. So up here is binoculars. I didn't even check this area out up here. That guy never made himself known, the Molotov guy, last time, so I didn't even care about this area. Although you don't really need anything that's up here. Binoculars aren't that useful, so... so yeah, you can pretty much go over here, and then over here you can go ahead and drop down here, which allows you to come over to this little window and grab some gold pine resin, and come over here. This is one of the guys, that screaming guy over there would have called over to attack you, so. Go ahead, attack him. And then we've got the Captain of Stealth over here. He is super sneaky. So just shield up, because he's going to attack as soon as you get close. He is able to get a good hit in on me. Go ahead and heal up, get some health going. We got guys over there. They're not happy to see me over here. Go ahead and continue on. This game, it seems though, it is focusing a lot more on the fire, which is an interesting thing, because the first game, it focused both on hollows and on the fire. It was more about the fire, I suppose, than it was the hollows. But, it did focus on them both. And, Dark Souls 2, it focused completely on souls, on the curse. On holification. Oop, backstab. That guy got what he deserved. Now this here is the part I did not enjoy. So, pretty much you got all these guys coming down here. And this is a part where I'd love to have a bow. Because you got this entire pack of people coming up here. I could go up here, but... did I activate it just by walking it? No. But if you go over here, it activates something that's not very fun. So these guys start turning around and all. So I'm pretty much just trying to lure over whichever ones I can. So that one guy's coming. Just gotta kind of dodge the arrows, lure this guy on over. Let him swing. Quick punish him for running on up here and leaving his buddies behind. I just kind of gotta shield my way up and just make sure I'm keeping mobile so that Arrows McGee over there with his crossbow, or Bolts McGee, I guess. Oh, wanna. Like I said, keep mobile. Alright. Just wanna keep dodging. Dip, duck, dodge, and dive. And lock. Make sure he doesn't get that arrow hit in on me. Go ahead, top off my health a little bit. Now, this guy up here he gives me trouble a bit here early on. He's a little annoying. But I can go ahead. Now, they set 2 enemies around here to kind of trick you into... so when you're fighting this guy over here. But this guy, one bonus is, he's really easy to backstab if you do it right. Now, I'm probably going to mess up from now on